Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, so it is finally time. Well, it's been time for a while now for me to de-Christmas the house. And by de-Christmas the house, I mean this video today is about me taking down the Christmas bedding and changing it over into our new transitional bedding. It's the bedding that we're going to use for winter going into spring. I bought this dark gray bedding. But I have been de-Christmasing the house. I don't know that I've ever used that word until this year, de-Christmasing. I've been de-Christmasing the house, I would say, I don't know, for like the last 2 weeks. The front porch was like the first thing. I started, you know, taking this down, taking that down, and now the front porch is completely de-Christmased. Completely de-Christmased. And it makes me kind of sad because, like, when I would, you know, come up to the front porch, it looked so pretty. I had, you know, the plaid pillowcases, and I had all, you know, the pots with, like, the pine cones in it, and the holly berries, and all that kind of stuff. It looks so pretty. And it's interesting because we just got a lot of snow, like, 2 days ago, and then today we got, like, another ½ inch of snow outside. And so it would have been so pretty, but it's time. It's time to take the Christmas down and move on. We're almost to Valentine's Day, so it's time to take this all down. But I wanted to show you guys one last time all of our Christmas stuff in our bedroom before I show you the new bedding. So I made the bed today. I didn't go all out with all of the pillows, but I did make the bed today so that I could show it to you one last time. Here is our Christmas bedding. And I hadn't, I couldn't find this white blanket earlier in the year, but I found it because somebody mentioned on a video that I have this white blanket. And so Alex had washed it and folded it, and it was in the basement. And it was this, what do you call it? This like waffle woven white blanket, and it has been so perfect on the end of our bed. I have like folded it and like had it like at the end of our bed. So, but today I was just trying to get it like, I was like, let's just do you ever do this? Like, let's just stuff up all there and we'll just make it look real pretty. Anyway, so you can see the Christmas tree is still up in the corner. That's going to come down in just a second. So one last look at the Christmas bedding of love. And you have been so fantastic to us. I was actually saying in a vlog the other day that I'm kind of thinking about maybe next year getting new bedding. I have to tell you that this is our second year in a row using this like Sherpa blanket, and it's nice, but it's not super, super comfortable. So I'm thinking maybe next year getting just like a flannel comforter or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. So anyway, there you go. There it is. And are you ready? Here comes the new bedding. Okay, I'm back. Woo! I have been running up and down the stairs, taking the Christmas tree down, putting it in the box, taking it down to the basement, putting it in its Christmas spot. We have a whole area where we put all of our Christmas stuff in the basement. And then taking the sheets off, taking the comforter off, taking all that stuff into the basement so I can wash it and fold it in case we use it for next year. And all of that kind of stuff. Oh, my Lord. And then I was like vacuuming up the floor with the little power vac thing that I have. And it's all done. So I'm very excited to show this to you guys. Now, let me tell you a little bit of what happened. I talked about this on my vlog. But we were just going to use this gray comforter. Now, I have to just tell you, years and years and years ago, I'm going to tell a story again on here, even though I shared it on my vlog not too long ago. Years and years and years ago, my supervisor, we were talking one time, and she said something about, I was like in my 20s, and she said something about her bed being her safe place. And she was like, I just love to go home at night and get in my bed and relax, and it's just my safe place. And I kind of at that time was kind of like, what? Like, I'm ready to go out. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really get it. Today at 50, I totally understand that my bed is like my safe place, which is why I always like to make it so cozy. And I like to have, you know, like nice bedding and all that kind of stuff. So we were washing a lot of linens. We've washed like every towel that we have in this house. We were washing like all of our linens and stuff. And so we were just going to put on the gray comforter that we had on like in the fall. I don't know if you guys remember that, but in the fall we had like a gray comforter on here. And then on the end, I had that Pendleton blanket that I love so much, right? Which we may end up using if it starts getting really cold again this winter. Because I have those, we have 2 of them, and I have them both washed. I have one that I put outside on my chair, on the front porch, which I may put back out on the front porch. But then we have a bigger one, like a king-sized one that we had on the end of our bed. Both of them are washed and like folded. So they're like ready to go, like if we need them. And they're so cozy. I love them so much. They're not the Pendleton wool ones. They're the Pendleton fleece ones, and there's a difference. The Pendleton fleece ones you can get at Costco. I don't know if you can get them online or not. So anyway, so I had washed this comforter, and it like came out like real ragged, and it kind of smelled a little mildewed. And so Alex was like, well, we usually hang it, we don't dry it. And I was like, okay. So I washed it again, and then we did everything to it, and then it came out and it was like smelling fine. But like in the interim of like having that comforter get ready. By the way, I have to just tell you, I used to be somebody that loved duvet covers. And I am not into duvet covers anymore. And whenever I talk about this on my vlog, this always becomes kind of like a point of like discussion on my vlog, because this is how it is, right? So we have a king size bed. If I buy a duvet cover, there's always about like a foot to a foot and a half of extra material off of one side, which means whoever gets that extra material, which typically is me, doesn't have any like comforter on that part. They just have that extra like thin material, if that makes sense. So I have gone to just buying comforters. I don't like duvet covers anymore. I used to think duvet covers were fancy and nicer and all that kind of, I could care less about duvet covers anymore. So anyway, and I think it's kind of an old school thing that I got from my mom. So anyway, in the interim of waiting for this comforter to see if it was going to be okay, which it's completely fine now and all that kind of stuff after hanging it to dry and whatever, I got online and I started looking at Amazon, and I was like, okay, well, what's kind of different kind of bedding that I can get that's not super expensive? And in the past, I've gone to like Bed Bath & Beyond, and I've gone to like Tuesday Morning. I don't know if you guys have a Tuesday Morning around you, but Tuesday Morning is kind of like, well, it used to be nicer than it is now, but it's kind of like, they have like a lot of clearance stuff and a lot of like nice clearance, like linens and things like that. So that's where I've usually like bought my stuff in the past. I mean, I haven't typically, unless it's been like a Christmas comforter that I wanted to buy from like the Pottery Barn or something like that. I typically don't go all out and buy full price for stuff. So I got online and I looked at Amazon, and I was looking for a dark gray comforter. I ended up, let me just tell you guys, okay? I ended up getting a dark gray comforter, sheets, a top and bottom sheet, pillowcases, pillow shams to match the comforter, okay? And then I ended up also getting a gray woven blanket for the end of our bed, like the white one that I just showed you guys. All for under less than $100. I could not believe it. And I know there's a lot of people out there that's like $100 is a lot of money for all of that. But really, for me, I don't believe that for high quality linens that $100 is a lot. I really just don't, because my bed is somewhere that I really, really enjoy. And if you know me, I love to take naps. I love to be cozy. I make my bed. I mean, the way that you will see my bed right now is the way that I make my bed every day when I get up. Like, I like my bed to be nice. My husband, he doesn't really care so much, but I like it to look really, really nice. So let's retrace our steps and go out into the hallway out here for a second so that you can see what it looks like. You guys never get to see the hallway out here with our little, we got little sunglasses, and that's where got pictures of the dogs and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna close the doors. Dun 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 dun. The unveiling of the bed. Are you ready? Woo! Look at that. I love it so much. I know that my husband is going to absolutely love it when he comes home. It looks so nice with our gray thing, and then the back of our bed is gray as well. You can see like the whole, like the, what do you call it? Our whole bed frame is like this gray fabric. So it's just a basic gray light comforter, but it's like a really nice like gray comforter. And then I got this woven blanket. that I probably will use more than Alex. He doesn't really use it, but like I love to have these kind of blankets. So anyway, that's it. The bed is done. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my bed. My new winter bed that I can relax in and be so cozy and listen to my audiobooks and all of that and take naps and close my eyes with Boo Radley while my husband is listening to TikToks. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.